Welcome to another episode of Untold Legends, where we explore the stories found within the world of video games, movies, comic books, and anything in between. Last time on the Mortal Kombat timeline, we detailed the history of one of Shao Kahn's most powerful creations, the supernatural, soul-powered warrior with no identity, Ermac. Starting with his origins as a rumored glitch in the original arcade, his shifting allegiances from villain to hero, all the way through his possible demise at the hands of Shang Tsung.
I killed Ermac and stole Jared's soul.
Today, I'll be covering yet another Mortal Kombat ninja that you, the community, have chosen by a fairly wide margin. And poor Kano never gets the votes for his own video. One day he will have his glory. And Rain happens to be my favorite ninja character also for some reason, even though his presence in the series is actually very small. I always thought his lightning and his water powers were really cool.
Rain wins.
While many of these later ninjas like Ermac and Reptile began life as rumors and secrets, Rain started out as nothing more than an amusing joke by the developers. You remember playing as Rain in the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 arcade game? Well, you didn't. He wasn't in the actual game at all. His first appearance was about a second long, slowed down here tremendously during the Attract mode in the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 arcade. He wasn't a playable character and found nowhere within the actual game. Just 1 second of footage showing this mystery ninja attacking Shao Kahn and sending players on a fruitless search for this secret character. So about the same amount of time that he appeared in the Mortal Kombat Annihilation movie, basically.
Two of Earth's best warriors have already been taken. Cabal and Stryker.
Did you make them beg for their lives before you destroyed them?
But Master, I thought if I let them
I have no use for excuses!
Ed Boon, co-creator of Mortal Kombat, has explained why Rain was included in that footage. And verbatim, he explained that Rain's creation was me being a jerk, basically. And the first clue to this is looking at his name. You notice he's the only character in the Attract mode whose name is not in italics. To troll players even further, a message activated by a combat code read, "Rain could be found in the graveyard." He wasn't there. Boon was a huge fan of Prince, who created the 1984 track, Purple Rain, and he was experimenting with palette swap colors that he hadn't used yet, hence Rain's purple outfit. When Ed Boon decided to add Rain as an actual playable fighter, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 was already completed. If you have memories of playing as Rain in that game, you were playing either the Super Nintendo or the Genesis versions, where he actually was included in the roster, or Mortal Kombat Trilogy. His first appearances as a combatant. And actually Tremor was originally set to be introduced in Trilogy, but during development he was replaced by Rain, and his backstory was transferred over to him also. Rain's in-game early history is tied to the peaceful realm of Edenia, where Sindel ruled alongside her husband King Jared, and Kitana was princess. Unlike the rest of the Edenians who were said to be descended from the gods, Rain was no normal Edenian. He was actually a demigod directly related to one. One of the many gods of Edenia was one named Argus, the most powerful of the Edenian gods. He was assigned to defend the realm against outside threats and came to be known as its divine protector. Argus was the husband of a powerful sorceress named Delia, and she gave birth to Taven and Dagon, two brothers that would play a role in the Battle of Armageddon. But Rain was born due to Argus's infidelity, making him the half-brother of Taven and Dagon, and gifted with immensely powerful natural abilities. Rain's mother has never been revealed, and his father saw him as a badge of his shame. Rain was exiled from the royal family of his godhood, and he was given to a general in the Edenian military, knowing nothing about his true lineage. Unlike his father, who was seen as a protector, Rain grew to be quite treacherous. When Shao Kahn invaded Edenia, Rain's adoptive father led their armies against him, but lost his life. Shao Kahn took over the realm and merged it with Outworld, and Rain chose the winning side, deciding to ally himself with Shao Kahn and his forces. He served Kahn faithfully, and during his invasion of Earthrealm during the events of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 and Trilogy, Rain fought alongside Shao Kahn's extermination squads. But when he encountered Princess Kitana, she revealed that Shao Kahn had killed Rain's adoptive father with his own hands. At that point, Rain decided to join Earthrealm's forces, but he wasn't trusted since he mysteriously vanished during an attack from the extermination squads. To prove his loyalty to the Earthrealm warriors, he claimed to set out to destroy Shao Kahn himself, but before Rain could face the Emperor, Liu Kang destroyed him. Earthrealm didn't trust him, and he was seen as a traitor by his own people, so Rain had nowhere to go. He went into hiding, and he didn't reappear until the events of Mortal Kombat Armageddon. To stir up trouble and coax him into joining Shinnok's Army of Darkness, the evil sorcerer Quan Chi revealed Rain's true lineage as a demigod, and encouraged him to embrace his role as a son of a god and a prince of Edenia. When he learned of his half-brothers Taven and Dagon, he wished to kill them and claim his place as the only son of Argus. He tracked down his older brother Taven, and he challenged him, but failed.
What?
So it is true. Delia's son has returned to claim the prize and save the realms. I figured you would eventually come to this place, Taven.
You seem to know much about me, but I know nothing of you, friend.
I am no friend of yours. I am Rain, a prince of Edenia. Once I have defeated you, I will find and kill your brother as well. Then I will claim the prize.
Well, Prince, let us see what you can do.
After Rain escaped, he joined Shinnok's Army of Darkness and the Battle of Armageddon began, with the power of the elemental blaze as the reward for victory. In his non-canon Mortal Kombat Armageddon ending, Rain destroys Blaze, claims the power, and becomes a god.
The half-brother of Taven and Dagon, Rain absorbed the power of Blaze and became a full god. I had not anticipated that the victor would be the son whose true identity I have hidden for so long. I bestowed the title of Protector of Edenia on Rain, but my pride in my son was misplaced. He uses his power to enslave Edenia, and now that I have ascended to Elder God status, I am forbidden to stop him.
In the canon version of events, Rain died during the battle, failing to claim the power that he desired, and Shao Kahn took it for himself. Raiden sent his message back through time, and the timeline was reset into the altered timeline, all the way back to the original Mortal Kombat. In the altered timeline, Rain wasn't involved in any official capacity, but he was added in as a downloadable character. His new backstory remained similar, but some details were altered. He was still born as a demigod and was still left in Edenia to be raised. When Shao Kahn invaded Edenia, Rain's adoptive father smuggled him away for his own protection and died defending his realm. After his father's death, Rain was rescued and raised by the Edenian Resistance Fighters, a group fighting against Shao Kahn's rule. He trained with them to fight against the Emperor and became one of their elite warriors. But he grew to be extremely arrogant and he was denied his own soldiers to command. Infuriated by what he saw as a betrayal, he left the Resistance and joined Shao Kahn as payback. For the next 10,000 years, he served Shao Kahn faithfully and was forced to hide his face with a mask to keep Edenians from recognizing him as a traitor. In his non-canon Mortal Kombat 9 ending, Rain turns on Shao Kahn and Raiden reveals his true lineage with disastrous results.
Shao Kahn had used Rain to crush the Edenian resistance, but had not granted him an army. For this betrayal, Rain drowned the Emperor in his own blood. A grateful Raiden thanked Rain for eliminating the Emperor and saving Earthrealm. His heroics were befitting of a son of Argus. Rain's lost heritage was a revelation to him. That he was a direct descendant of an Edenian god proved his superiority. Power was his by right. His divinity confirmed, Rain's path was clear. He would use Shao Kahn's army to rule not just Outworld, but all the realms. To Raiden's surprise and horror, Rain's first target is Earthrealm.
In the canon version of events, Rain wasn't involved officially in the story until the events of the Mortal Kombat X comic series. Kotal Khan and Mileena were wrestling for control of Shao Kahn's throne, and Outworld was in a state of civil war. Rain allied himself with Mileena in her war against Kotal, and he aided the Shokan in a battle that took the life of Kotal's father. As Kotal prepared to retaliate and avenge his father's demise, Rain waited alongside Goro and waited for the signal to attack. Osh-Tech warriors like Kotal used the power of the sun to gain strength, and Rain was used as a weapon to block his source of power. But Kotal was using the power of blood magic, enhancing his abilities, and was still able to summon the power of the sun, scorching Rain in a powerful solar blast that left him writhing in pain on the ground. He was burned severely, but being a demigod, he survived his injuries that would have killed a normal man. The Red Dragon clan took Rain to Mileena, where he slowly recovered from his injuries. And while he was transported, he discovered that Mileena was going to be betrayed by Rico, her lover and warlord that had allied himself with her. Rain revealed the information to her and spent the rest of the conflict recovering. During the events of Mortal Kombat X, Outworld was still in a state of civil war, and Rain, now fully recovered, remained by Mileena's side, supporting her during assassination attempts on Kotal's life. He successfully had devised a plan so that Mileena would have the power of Shinnok's amulet, and he also confronted Kotal himself.
Stopping a carriage is nothing. Killing an emperor
False Emperor!
requires power. Power you have, Mileena, and won't use.
It pains me to use it, Rain. I need more time. The usurper's excursion came too soon.
The rain falls when it may. Mileena.
Kano was to kill you, miserable snake!
Another Edenian, the supposed half-god. Kombat here! I am a son of Argus. I was not merely declared a god by befuddled commoners, Bullock. Surely Mileena suspects your true intentions, son of Argus. My intentions are to teach you the difference between pretension and godhood.
You won't touch him again.
But I will.
Later in the story, Cassie Cage and D'Vorah track Mileena's camp down, looking for Shinnok's amulet, and Rain reveals that he planned to take over the Outworld throne himself. Every time Mileena used the amulet, it was slowly killing her, and the treacherous Rain was waiting to take his place as ruler, as he plotted.
Here to surrender, traitor?
You speak of treason. This one knows you desire the throne. Why serve Mileena?
I advise her. Stealing the amulet was my genius. It kills her a bit each time she uses it.
As both sides diminish, you fill the void.
Exactly my plan. A shame you will not see its fruition.
Your schemes end here.
And that was the last time Rain was seen in the story. During the events of Mortal Kombat 11's time travel storyline, Rain's location remained a mystery and he wasn't involved. But he did have 2 brief cameo appearances in the game's Crypt mode. He can be seen fighting Blaze if you look hard enough in the Pit 2 area, all the way in the background. And Classic Rain is one of the ninja bodies that can be seen falling to their deaths at the bottom of the Classic Pit. By the end of Mortal Kombat 11, Liu Kang had become a god and the flow of time was his responsibility. That's the complete history of Rain for now, but perhaps in Liu Kang's new era, Rain may finally attain the power he's craved since learning of his godhood.
Rain wins. Flawless victory.
Since you made it to the end of this video, I assume you enjoyed it, so why don't you go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any new content. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, links in the description below, and if you'd like to support the channel, you can join my Patreon or become a channel member. This is Fabian, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.